Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining Tang Garden. So Tang Garden is a 1 to 4 player game. It is based on this idea of this Chinese garden, and that's really lovely, and you're putting stuff onto the garden and you're getting things back in, and that's got that overlying idea of being a relaxed game. But it's not. Oh my goodness. So Tang Garden, in essence, you only have two choices of what to do on your turn. But the choice that you're doing is, usually you're going to be placing a tile into the garden and you get points in, or you get movement forward on a certain resource or coloured thing, depending on what you have placed in. There's so much going on with it. There's so much thinking, because what happens is at the end of the game you're getting points for having certain combinations of cards of things that you've built. And that's not the tiles, that's these other cards. You could spend the whole game theoretically just grabbing those cards and building some stuff. But the problem is that if there's no spots on the board for you to build, then you've just wasted a turn. So you need to make sure there's ample spots for each of the things that could come off those cards, so that when you do draw the cards, you're able to put them onto the board. Now, the whole idea of it is once you put those things onto the board, they're going to give extra points to the people standing on the board. And you have these people, but you can only put these people onto the board if you've got to a certain point on all of the different elements. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff to think about. When you're learning the game or trying to teach the game, having your head around all of those different elements is actually really important. And you've got to be really careful it doesn't get lost or doesn't get missed on any of these little things, because there's a fair amount of, okay, so if I put this in, you get the color of each of the sides, of course they need to match those. Okay, you get to push those colors forward, and then if you've managed to close off the thing, you get that color again. And if it's pebblestone walkways, then you get coins. But if you get 2 coins, you could use those 2 coins to push one of these things forward again. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. There's a lot of thinkiness, and there are 4 available. Where can I put them that's going to give me the best thing? Or, okay, if I put this guy in, that's going to push this one forward, which will allow me to get another guy in, another character. When I take that character, which of the characters? Of course, each of the characters give you some special bonuses while they're standing on their card. But you can only have one standing on the card. You want to get them onto their board so that you can be aiming towards something. And their edges on the card. There's so much stuff going on with this one. Just to get your head around. So look, I think it's 100% worthwhile watching the Gamesplaination on this one to get a feel for, what am I actually trying to do? Because there's all these little extra things that could happen through the game. So look, I struggled with this game to understand all the stuff that was going on. It's a relatively straightforward game, don't misunderstand me. You have 2 choices as your main action, but then there's this other stuff that can happen. You've got some little tokens on your board that allow you to do some other things. And they might allow you to put 2 tiles down or 2 cards down, things like that. But once they're flipped over, you can only flip them back if you've got these other tokens, and you get these other tokens by building over the top of those spots. And when you build over the top of those spots, those tokens tell you to put in a bit on the edge of the garden, and choosing which of the 4 sides to put that in on because of the guy that's facing towards that. Is he yours? Yes, he is. Great. Is he going to get points for me putting this tile in? No, so I'll put it somewhere else. Is someone else facing that? Are they going to get points for me putting that tile in? There's a lot of thinkiness going on with this, as you can tell. So look, I'm going to leave it there. Please go ahead and watch my Gamesplanation to get a feel for how the game actually plays and what you're looking for and all the little intricacy. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplained, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.